It's currently 3:22. See how you trying to exactly 25, roughly 08:24. And I was just pondering. I did make this video, but I don't think I recorded it or uploaded it. But basically, they're going toward the new world order where they're currently reestablishing and reconfiguring how to do things. I guess doing a reboot of the system, or maybe even destroying and putting in new. Who knows? But a lot of things that are happening. Like I said, I'm talking. See, that's why I say everybody should be able to vote because a lot of people are mad and emotional. I'm like, this is a part of business reestablishing, or really call it rebuilding and destroying and rebuilding, getting rid of bullshit and putting in real shit that can be more exactly. You had centuries. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, a century, at least a century of a system that was built on injustice. So that means you gotta gut this shit and rebuild it. That means you're gonna have a lot. That's why it tells you the scriptures and this intelligence and the economics. Never to spend frivolously, and always stack your money and buy things which you only need. Had you been living according to these moral compasses or these morals and this blueprint, you would not be crying right now about the errors happening. Shit, I got people on my top that I'm still not even crying exactly because I understand what's happening. I'm going around people who actually vote. I haven't voted since '08. I'm going around people that voted. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I voted for so and so. Oh, I should have voted for so and so. You voted for so and so. That's just showing your ignorance. You have no idea of the. See, it's my other video. Boot camp, then organize. You have no idea what those really, like Socrates says, those really who want to do their job, the hard battle they uphill. See, you a spoiled little bitch. If everything should be given to you, that's why you don't understand hardship. You never been through hardship, right? It's a reconfig. See how when you have bills, you can't afford to pay your bills, right? What you got? What do you have to do? You have to move around certain bills according to the payment dates, the amounts, whatever the case, to make sure that things work. Well, that's what you're doing right now. See, the problem is you've been partying and having fun, and you think that when government does something, you're not going to feel it, even though it shows you, which is idiotic because it shows you through history that you're going to feel whatever the government does. So now you got these dudes out here crying about the things which they basically voted for. But like I said in my other video, you never asked how. And I'm not saying what they're doing whether it's right or wrong, but the point is you thought you was going to keep living a regular life, and they're promising things, and you never asked how are you going to go about doing that. Because then you wouldn't be surprised. Oh, this has to be done, that has to be done, so it has to be done. You got to reconfigure that. It may be hurt in the middle, but in the long run, it'll rebuild it. See, that's business minded. See, economic, 1099 money. You want W-2. See, be a worker, stop complaining, and wait and see what happens. Since you're not involved with shit, since you didn't even ask this shit, don't complain when shit is hitting the fan because you already start watching videos, stop going out, start watching economic videos, start watching current events from around the world, and maybe, like I do, you'll have an understanding of what's happening. It may turn out negative. Exactly. It still may not even be successful. It's the things and options that has to be taken because of, as they said, they found billions, 400 billion missing from the treasury, meaning the facility that is meant to hold this finances, this gold, weight, money, whatever, is not there. And they're responsible for keeping it safe. It has been decades of that. 400 billion is missing. See? That's what you, this is see? On top of that, it's like Socrates. You're getting an inside look of what government has to go through. It's just you don't understand it. And on top of it, you're suffering from it, especially all the layoffs and deportations, and whatever else is happening, that you don't understand what's happening in front of your fucking face. We start reading what's freaking face. Start understanding economics, understanding the government, and on top of that, what the world economics are doing, then you will understand what has to be done. It has to be done. And it may not be pretty. That's why you shouldn't have been partying, and as Dredd said, squandering everything you earned on booze, liquor, partying, shaky butt. Like I said, dudes go to the club, Saturday, right? Last night, how many dudes was in the club, whether you got it or not, buying bottles from the bar rather than from the wine and spirit for $20? You went to the bar or the bar or the whatever and paid $200 or $300 for it. See? But now that all that frivolous living's coming full circle, some of them losing their jobs or whatever, or losing their investments. Now they're crying. They're trying to blame one person when really the person has been them basically their whole life, or their parents for not teaching them that. Well, sorry, little kiddies, this is grown-up time, and where they're reasoning. And getting back to that, on top of that, they're just saying, like, say like in Hawaii or any major city around the country, they're now banning homelessness. So you're now starting to see less homeless people in major, like, the city. You see them down Center City or whatever. You're starting to see less of that. That's why I try to make all these little makeshift shelters for it made it possible for homeless people. So because they're making it a rule, like they did in Hawaii, they're making it a law to be homeless. But I mean, then like people, but like I'm like, all right, that shows that already a negative mentality. But then the negative side to that, who is the side? Like I said, like my situation, they can get mad and start harassing you spiritually and or physically, whether your business, your family, your neighborhood, whatever, to push you out. And you can, as you like in my situation, most qualified, more humble, more righteous, educated, etc. All the boxes I'm marking, they have none of them marked, and yet they're going to push those out. See, they're deciding who stays. So you're going to eventually get to the point where you're going to have a bunch of dumb Neanderthals. Only that's it. If you can make money, but some broke ass dude want to be all in your shit, and you don't want to make your shit. They can harass you and do whatever, and they never did anything in life. Probably came out of jail, probably was a dope head, or never read, or just was a bum their whole life. And now they feel as though they should be able to hop on you because they don't have anything, but you didn't sacrifice who knows what. The source knows what. I mean, the Most High knows what to get to where you were at. But now, where you currently are, and these dudes can now hop on you who didn't do shit and linger and stay on your shit and oppress you. And if you don't like it, they push you out. So there is like the movie Idiocracy. So now you're going to see many, on top of that, you can't do anything because everybody on your top. You're going to have high intelligent beings diminishing in society and low 2.5 not GPA, IQ motherfuckers. No, it's not your GPA, but 2.5 IQ motherfucker, which the average is about 60 or the 80 or the 85 or about 80 exactly. When you have 2.5, that's going to be society. They're pushing out people who aren't like as said, they're killing strangers so they don't kill those they love. They're pushing out people who are more qualified and would benefit from society, and therefore you better make it a reality where you have to activate AI because you're going to be too dumb, too scared or whatever to be smart and to handle tomorrow's problems, because some dumb loser who never did anything gonna want to latch on to you and never let go and start oppressing you and your family or whatever to the point where you're not gonna want to do anything because you're gonna have a bunch of a multitude 500 million plus, or at least 250 million on your top talking about how you do this, and how all you gotta do is go to Google and YouTube and research and study. Like, oh, see, because back in school they didn't study and research. Especially today, those who grew up who was born in 2000, all they know is copy and paste. They don't know about reading, going to the library, and reading 4 or 5 books or through 4 or 5 books to get one little piece of information for a book report. It still got 3 or 4 hours to go to get more shit. Or my bad, it got the rest of the weekend. It's probably like Friday or have the rest of the weekend to finish this. And they're they gonna go out? They're hoping to, like right now Saturday, hoping to be able to go out and play football. Might even do it with the rest of the kids, but I'm not able to do it because I got to do my homework or go do that. And knowing after that you're gonna be in the house the rest of the weekend trying to finish this book report. Like Fox Kids is on right now, watching Fox Kids till about 10:30, maybe 11. Go out and play football, be done that by 12 or 1. But then you gotta go back in the house because what? You gotta do those book reports. or whatever that requires you to go and read a bunch of books, not copy and paste, skim through something, and copy and paste the author and then delete their name and say it's your shit. See, that's why I say that's why these kids today going dumb as shit and have no information because they don't read information. All you do is copy and paste and get an A and really dumb as shit. Had no knowledge in their brain, but they on the honor roll. See, so you're gonna have that type of mentality is going to be ruling in the population as the movie, and all the high IQ beings are going to be pushed out and dried out, and really men that will fight for you will be like the Hunger Games, like I said, living in districts, while all the homo fragile, not as sensitive dudes are going to be in the capital, and they're gonna be making all the good money. You're gonna be making bullshit scraps, barely able to pay for yourself. Are you coming to the tree, motherfucker? So this shows you how society is going this way, and the humans keep actually following along, even when they're showing you that it's going to destroy everybody that's in that shit, or you're going to have to conform to some crazy ass way of mental that's going to make you crazy, and it's not even going to be the point of living to the point, or pursuit of happiness living. Just going to be on some slave zombie ass shit. Like I said, none of the words I have said have yet to fail. So it's on top of it, it's common sense. It's like science, it's a theory. It's a theory. You're gathering all the information, you're seeing what's happening, do the equation, and you see the likely what the equals or likely reality in which you and your children are going to be living in. And Great Mother. Return to Dark Side of Candor. Thank you.